Hey guys, how's everyone doing today? I'm good, thanks for asking. Today I wanted to react to this Breakfast Club interview featuring Dank Demoss. Um, the 500-pound girl that tried to get into a lift and could not because she was so heavy, and the guy was like, "No, I don't want to damage my car." She is on the Breakfast Club, and I started kind of watching some clips from this, and I was literally just in awe of just how delusional she is. And I said, let me just make a video really quick so I can react to the whole thing because I had some words that I really wanted to get off my chest. So, this is the interview with Dank Demoss at the Breakfast Club. Let's see what she has to say.
Peace, Big Dank. How
Good
you?
morning.
You good?
Good
What's
morning.
going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi, how
How
are
are
you,
you?
Stormy?
What's
How you
happening?
doing?
Peace, King. How you?
Before we go any further, I just want to preface this by saying I don't have any personal gripe against larger people, fat people, whatever you want to call them. I have fat family members, fat friends. I this isn't about her just existing as a fat person. So if I seem aggressive, it's not personal.
You, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, King.
Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
A bigger chair or something?
When I saw this part, I literally almost lost my mind because she was the entire case against the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, was her claim that she could fit in the car. And here she is on the Breakfast Club requesting a couch to sit on because she couldn't fit in a chair. I mean, how crazy is this?
He
It
already
looked like
little. He short.
we had
That's what I'm talking about. Good. This is the
Accommodation,
accommodation.
right?
there you go.
Accommodation. I can't.
Oh,
Morning, everybody. It's DJ
Breakfast Club is so messy for filming that before scene.
Envy, Just Hilarious, Charlemagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Laura Rosa hanging out with us as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Who we got?
We have Big Dank
Big
Demoss.
dang.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How you
How are you,
feeling?
Big Dank? How you feeling today?
I'm good.
Happy to have you.
Thank you.
You know, when we first heard about your story, there was a lot of jokes made. Everybody made jokes, including us. But when I heard you was a rapper, I was like, why not have her up here and have a conversation? See if this could, I don't know, help something.
Help something?
like
Right?
your
Make the
music.
most of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
No, the Breakfast Club just wants to capitalize off of anything that has clout at the moment. I can't stand the Breakfast Club. So if I seem a little aggressive towards them, I really don't like them.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Where you from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Tell us about. Well, no, this is your question, Maybe. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead. This is good. This is
we
what
usually
you do.
say
This is what you do.
for
Go ahead.
people that don't know. A lot of people, of course, you're from Detroit. You're a rapper from Detroit, so you're highly known in Detroit in a lot of different places. But you got publicized recently because of an incident that you had with Lyft, the Lyft driver. You
Hmm.
ordered a Lyft,
She
and you
did.
could tell it
Well, I
from
ain't
there.
want to
For
go
people,
there. Just wanted to
well,
ask you. You always say to explain for the people who don't know who.
No, let's talk about that Lyft incident. I'm not too interested with who she is quite just yet. Let's talk about that Lyft incident first.
Big Dank
no,
is.
but people will have to connect the dots. Go
How
ahead.
long you been doing music, Dank? How long you been doing music?
I've been doing music for.
I don't like, side note, I don't like when everybody is present in a room and then you have one interviewer off on camera. Like, that is so weird to me. It's so distracting. Let's continue.
A long time. I took it seriously in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What got you into music?
My dad did music, and after he died, I just took it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It
He
was
was a rapper,
2016. Yeah,
Oh, that's
and you were on
sad.
Deb's house as well.
I was.
How was
On
that?
what?
Deb's
Deb's
house.
house, a lifetime.
Vodka. Deb
Oh,
Eaton.
all
How
right.
was
It
that?
was it was good. It was a learning experience. Um, yeah, it was a learning experience. It was
Did
okay.
it help or hurt you in any way, like your music?
Um, I mean, I'm doing the same thing I was doing before.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Part of me, because I've never heard of this woman before, until this incident. But part of me wonders if she was struggling to get attention and clout or, views on her music and things like that. Part of me wonders if she didn't just use this incident so she could push her music. Because, I mean, who's heard of her before this? And this whole case is ridiculous. Nobody knew who she was. I feel like this is just another, it's a stunt. That's what I feel like it is.
Yeah. It was okay.
You don't want to say the wrong thing.
It was okay.
You don't want to
You
shit on
know,
nobody.
it's cool.
Because you had a couple moments on there, and I saw
I
one clip where you like
did.
you were really teary eyed, and
Yeah, I was
was she
teary eyed
tough, or was
because
it like what was that about?
Well,
I feel
Deb's,
like
explain what Deb's house is. 'Cause
Yeah, so
people
Deb's House
don't know
is
what
a
it is.
show where she brings Deb Antony, brings the
Waka
rap
Flocka's mom.
Waka Flocka's mom.
Mhm.
You know, she's discovered some of the biggest and the best, Nicki Minaj, a bunch of people, but she brings the rap girls on and she tries to coach them through building their careers. And then at the end, there's one that she picks that she focuses on.
mhm,
You didn't make it to the end, but you were on the show.
yeah.
But one of the clips that I remember seeing going viral from you was when you were breaking down. You were really upset. Talk about that moment and just what the experience was
So
like.
I just feel like I was put in okay. So a lot of people said I was being difficult, but I feel like I was put in a difficult situation. I
Mhm.
was in a store. I could fit nothing. So when I finally found something that I
Shocker.
could fit, it was like, oh, that's not a boss. Um, take that off. So I felt some type of way. But yeah, I just feel like I was put in a difficult situation, and I was seeing everybody able to fit things, and I'm getting frustrated.
Is she honestly saying that she was put in a difficult situation because she couldn't fit in clothes? At what? Almost 500 pounds? I mean, I don't understand how anybody this size could expect to really be accommodated everywhere. Like, I don't know. Look, I didn't see the situation that she's talking about right now, but as I'm listening to this, I just hope that's not what I'm hearing. I hope I'm not hearing her say she feels like she was put as if something is happening to her. You put yourself in this situation, in my opinion.
Because I can't find nothing. I don't want to make nobody mad. I want to, look good
Males
and
are
stuff like
cute.
that. So that's why I
Mhm.
started crying. I was a little frustrated.
That
We
sucks.
walked in and you said the chair was too small, so we had to bring the part of the sectional for you to sit in. And you said something. You said, "Now this is what I'm talking about: accommodations."
Accommodations, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
But we live in a world that's not always going to be able to accommodate people that
but
are
we
plus size.
should
It-
though. We should because we not all the same.
and I lost it when she said that we should. No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't accommodate bad behavior. We shouldn't accommodate people eating themselves to death, eating themselves to not being able to fit in regular clothes, eating themselves into having to sit on couches because you can't sit in a chair. Why should that be accommodated? Can somebody answer that for me?
You know,
Hmm.
I feel like we should. Like, why not? I feel like I feel like a lot of times people think that bigger people, obese, the F word people should just be in a house.
You can't say the word fat. You can't say fat. She's a rapper from Detroit who can't say the word fat. That this is the part of the delusion that I don't understand is how we're okay with certain behaviors. But it seems that when they become too personal, now we're not okay with it. Like she's a rapper from Detroit. I'm sure she said the N word many times. Let's be honest. But you can't say the word fat. This is the stuff that I'm talking about.
When it's like
The
we
F
not,
word?
yeah, the F word. I'm not
The
You
about
don't
word
to.
like
that
to
you
say
can't say in your
fat.
house,
Yeah,
fat.
You don't like.
Oh.
I'm not saying that word.
Yeah, we
Oh, I
don't
didn't
use
know
we
that.
don't
I
use
don't
that
I
in the
thought you
house
understand
talking
either.
about, I
that.
thought you talking about the gay slur. I'm like, wait, I'm confused
No,
No,
now.
no, 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 no.
but I just feel like it should be accommodated. Bigger people should be accommodated.
Of course, you
Just
feel
like
that way because you're a bigger person. I'm gonna stop stopping this so soon, but of course you feel that way because you are that. You see, when it's personal to you, now the world has to change around you. Now there should be understanding.
we accommodate the
Let me
LGBT
speed this up.
community, all those
I
other
would.
communities.
I
I just feel
wouldn't.
like we outside. You know, if we inside, is
Never mind.
get up. Why you in a house? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. When we outside, it's like, why you not in a house?
Well,
Why
people
are you
would
out
Well,
say,
here?
okay, John.
who actually told you that? Because like,
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
because who has ever said fat people just need to be in the house? That's like the opposite of what they need to be doing. I don't I don't know where these criticisms come from. I would have to investigate that further.
F people should stay in the house. I mean, but
I mean, that's how it is. We go outside and people looking at us crazy, like, you know, we
Well, of
getting
course they are. I
stereotyped.
mean, how many times do you see 500-pound people walking around? Is that normal to anybody? That's not normal to me. I've never seen it. So, of course, how do you expect not to get stared at? I mean, be honest. What are we talking
For
about?
what?
mm,
Because we big.
Yes,
You know, like
because you're
I know a lot
huge.
of times, even saying it like with like how Liz, although she's lost a lot of weight now, how it could be like some of the clothes that the F people wear, where things
The
hanging
F
out, and y'all,
people,
try to
well,
wear things that the smart,
I
how
don't
average
fast
live
they
people,
accommodate.
I don't live in a world where the skinny people when the F people. I don't that's not my reality. I am
Mhm.
a human being. I am regular. Just
And she is a human being. She very much is. I'll agree with her.
because I'm outside with my like I said, I've been doing this a long time. And when I said I've been doing this a long time, I've been putting on for people like me for a long time. I did a naked excuse me. I did a naked photo shoot in 2017. Now all the big girls showing their stomach, they showing skin. You know, we the people wasn't doing that. We had porn stars doing it, but we didn't have regular people doing it.
Girl,
Like
we
we,
had people
I
I think
just
a
doing
feel
lot.
like
that.
I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna be cute with it too.
Mhm.
You know,
I
You're
think
not the first fat person that's ever shown their skin or taken off some clothes or run around naked. Let me not even go there.
part of it is like yourself. You're speaking up about it. A lot of bigger people don't speak up about it, right? Mac, who's one of the producers up here, was a lot bigger. He lost a lot of weight, but I didn't know all the problems that he had until he spoke about it because it's just
Yeah.
something that you don't think about. Like he said, he would get on a plane and it would be difficult.
yeah.
He said he would go to the gym. It would be difficult, but those are things that we just don't think about because I think people don't ever make it a thing. So the
Right.
fact that this incident happened puts it on people's minds, so you can tell what you have to deal with because
Again,
these are some of the things that we don't have to deal with. What do you?
again,
It
they make
wasn't
too much.
even
That's
that
not
big
my
a deal.
reality. Anytime shout out to Southwest because they accommodate bigger people. If you
It's
need
not
two
your
seats, they're
reality.
gonna give it to you for free.
It's
If
not
you
your
pay for two
reality.
seats, they're
She
gonna
was just saying how she was crying because she couldn't find clothes.
fund you.
Really?
I don't have that problem. Like,
They
and
know that.
even if
Right.
I,
That's what I'm saying. We don't
Sure.
speak
even
about
like
it.
This is
last
what I'm
time I
talking
went to
about.
Delta, they said
Delta charge you.
you might need two seats, ma'am, but we're gonna let you get on this time.
Because they were being
I
nice.
never have a problem with my seating when I get on a
Mm.
plane. Like,
Because they were being nice to you. The fact that they even brought up the fact that you might need two seats should have been like, that's not normal. That's not something everybody hears. I think she's confused with what's normal and what's not normal. She's saying, "Oh, that's not my reality. That's not my reality." You can't see it because you're in it. Of course, you don't think that you can't see the sickness, you live in it, as someone once said.
I never have problems. Like when I come into a room, I demand my respect, and I'm sweet. I'm a nice person, so I feel like people
She
respect me.
doesn't
I
seem
respect them. They
sweet and
respect
nice.
me.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not getting sweet and nice from her. And this may be offensive, but a lot of people this size, they are a lot of times not very sweet and nice. I mean, think about it. In order to get this size, you have to be used to getting your way, eating whatever you want, whenever you want it. And then I can't imagine you're not in some sort of pain all the time. So you're suffering. I can't imagine you being sweet and nice. I'm sorry. I mean, I know I meet a lot of sweet and nice, heavier people, but to this degree, in private, you must be a monster to be around. I don't believe that this woman is sweet and nice.
I never like it's never issue with me. Like the issue be when like the staring or the judging or stuff like that. And then a lot of people will look at me and be like, "Oh, she eat, she do this, she do
I
that."
thought it
That's
wasn't
not
your
my reality
reality.
either. Like
You don't eat?
I do eat,
I'm
but
about
I
to say,
don't
come
just
on
sit
now.
down. I don't just. I'm not 600 pound life. That's not my life.
Girl, and this is the other part that I wanted to get to when I heard this clip. It's not my reality. I don't eat. People think I'm always eating. And people this size often think that they eat like the regular person. And that it always blows my mind when I hear that because I'm like, you can't be serious, right? You clearly eat a lot. You're clearly eating more than the average person is eating. So I'm curious as to what she thinks is. She keeps saying that's not my reality. I'm curious what her reality is. Like she's gonna have to describe that for me, put it in color, because I don't know what she's talking about. I don't eat. I don't get
Okay.
You
that.
know,
I think it's more so like coming from a health standpoint too. Then you feel me? Like you have you ever had anybody that like one of your friends maybe that try to get you like help you to lose weight or or fear for your life, or like
Yeah,
like
that's a
wanting to
good
I
push
really
you too
question
don't.
hard
Yes, I
or
do. I really
because
don't
Want
like.
to lose weight?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
I really don't have friends for real. I have like
okay.
that sucks.
family and people that's been around me for a long time. Me and my cousins, we go to the gym. I got a gym at my house. I go to the gym. I got workout videos.
You also have your weight specialist here with you. I
Yeah,
heard you lost 80
I
pounds
do.
recently, right?
That's
Yeah, I
good.
actually did.
What's
Congratulations.
up, yo?
But people be
That's really
forgetting, like
good.
when I was little, I wasn't skinny. My brothers are skinny. My brother, I grew up with two skinny
Oh, you mean
brothers.
like when you were younger?
Yes,
Like when you was younger?
I was never small. I was okay.
How much did you weigh when
That's
you came out? You
unfortunate.
remember?
When I did what?
Like when you came out as a
As
baby?
a rapper.
No,
Oh,
as a baby. She was
oh,
born. She was
baby.
born.
I don't know, but I had a lot of baby fat on me. Like you see some pictures, I had baby fat, but I was really active.
Hmm.
I did plays, I
I
did
mean, you're a
singing.
child,
I did,
so children are even overweight children are active to to a certain extent. I mean, they're children. They're always going to say, "I was active."
did cheering, and I did stuff like that. I was just a big baby.
And see,
But
I like big babies because like the skinny babies, they be a little too corporate for me.
yeah, but sometimes it could be cute, but
Mhm.
it's gonna stick on them, and it's gonna, it could stick on them. But
This is not the big bone argument. Like I was just born this way. Is this isn't it sticking? You've clearly gained weight since you were a child, and it's unfortunate that you had to deal with being overweight as a kid because that's something 100% not really in your control. But this is beyond. I've always been big.
um,
You always look like a baby when you're chubby, though. No matter how old you get.
yeah, my
Like you have a baby
Hmm.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents they did all they could. Like my brothers was skinny. I grew up with skinny kids. Before my dad died, they kept me in the hospital for like a few months, and I actually did get down. I got down to almost 300 pounds. After my dad died, I gained 150 pounds plus more.
You was grieving,
Oh
depressed, or
no,
something.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. I just know I was taking care of my mama and my brothers, and I was doing me. I was in the streets, and I was just
she
trying to
wasn't
make sure
taking care
everything
of
was okay.
herself.
Then one day I went to the doctor. But look though, want to know what's crazy? I got up to like 598 and I didn't even know it, but I was still doing stuff that I
What?
thought I could do. Like I was still trying to go to the gym, still trying to walk around and stuff like that. I realized it was a problem when I couldn't do what I used to do no more, and
Like
I'm
what?
grieving. Like
She's contradicting herself. I got up to almost 600 pounds and I didn't even notice it. But then I noticed I couldn't even breathe when I was doing. I don't know. I don't
like
know.
I could put my own shoes on or whatever, but it was harder. I didn't want to get up, but I pushed
Right.
myself
Things
to
were
get up.
changing.
When I started feeling like, dang, I gotta push myself to get up. I went to the doctor. I was 598. I said, oh, hell no. As I told my mom, I was like, I'm never going to get to 600 pounds. When I get to 600 pounds, I'm going to give up. So when I was 598, I said, oh, no.
I
Did you
mean, you
ever
were
go?
600 pounds. I mean, if you had drank a gallon of water that day, you would have been 600 pounds. You had already reached 600 pounds. 598? Like, you can just round that up. That's 600 pounds.
Probably lose weight for health
Of
reasons.
course,
Yeah, yeah,
of course. But the funny thing is, every time I go to the hospital and I get tests ran, it's like there's nothing. Like as far as high cholesterol,
They
like the
always say
typical what
this.
people.
Literally, I don't know what it is, but the larger people, like 400, 500 pound people, always say this. I go to the doctor and there's nothing wrong. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. And I don't know if that to them gives them an excuse to just continue in that lifestyle. But I notice they always say that. Like, there's nothing wrong with you yet. You're not going to just get, a lot of people don't just get disease. Like, a lot of people have a lot of grace in their life. They don't always get diseases sometimes it takes a really long time, or she's fairly young, so she still has a lot of time. This sounds so bad. She still has a lot of time to get sick. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you're going to the doctor and you're morbidly obese, but you're young. And sometimes diseases don't even have a warning sign. Sometimes you just die. Well, let's not even go there.
No
See,
cardiovascular
none of
issues.
that.
Cardiovascular issues, no
None of that.
breathing
Even though
issues.
my dad
They
died from
always
heart
say
attack,
this.
it runs in his family, stuff like that. Blood issues run in our family, but I never, but thyroid
They're giving you the
is a
wrong
big
test and
thing.
everything.
We're
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. We're gonna
How old
figure
are
it out.
you?
Wait,
29.
29.
She's
But-
fairly
I was gonna say,
young.
'cause I have
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I have
Yeah.
a friend that deals with thyroids, and she also has a lot of trouble keeping weight down. Like a
Yeah.
lot.
They
It's like a
love
big
saying
thing for her. She's done
thyroid.
multiple surgeries too, and she still gains the weight back because with the thyroid.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. So you said you do want to lose the weight. What are you doing to lose it? And do you mind? And the reason I asked, do you mind is take us to Big Mac again. Big Mac lost about what 150 pounds.
I'm not sure. He lost a lot.
He lost about,
like, visibly
but
lost a lot.
he's not happy in his skin.
No,
He was
he's not.
happier when he was bigger, like more
Well,
excited.
he
He
said
That's
he's not happy. He
sad.
got too much skin now. Like, you know, how you lose weight and the skin still
no,
be
he
hanging.
just said he feels
No,
better,
he
happier.
really want to be bigger.
He wants to be bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Yeah,
told me
I
that.
yeah, no, he did. He said he wants to be bigger. Like it doesn't feel like he is himself.
I
So
can
that's what he
understand.
He's
that
so used to
because,
seeing him so big,
I
probably.
want to get like smaller because I want to do more things as far as like being out of breath too fastly because I'm really active for my size. Like I like to do a lot of stuff. But
They always say that too. I'm really active for my size. I can do this. I can do that. This, yeah.
I
I
can
saw
really,
you fall the other day on
yeah,
stage.
that was like 2017.
Literally.
It
Oh,
was
I
cute.
didn't know that. Oh, okay,
It was.
okay,
I mean, but this is what she's probably used to. And I'm guessing this is the reason why she's trying so hard to normalize her size and make it seem like, oh, this is not, there's nothing wrong. My life is the same as yours. It's because she's so used to these things. Like, if she was big as a child, she's probably used to being out of breath. So this doesn't seem abnormal to her. So she's going to say, yeah, I can do this, I can do that.
I just popped out because of everything going on.
It was real cute though. You know.
Man, cut it out, man.
No, for real. Look, y'all think I'm playing like y'all.
Cut it out now. See, I'm trying to have a mature
No, let me
conversation.
look.
I'm
Let
in
me
here trying to
tell
have a
y'all
mature
something.
conversation now. See, now you trying.
This is really
It was
sad.
5 of us.
I think you too tall for that.
I live in
Because
a
she's
family
so
with 5
young.
of us. My dad was big. My mom was a little big. Then it was 3 of us. We drove a PT Cruiser. We was all packed
Show
up.
us
in
all
it.
that one
I
time.
swear to
Stop.
God,
Ain't no way,
bro.
if y'all
I
was on there
swear
one
to
time,
Dad, come
God,
to fight you now, Dad.
y'all think I'm like.
Four y'all in the PT.
It was 5 of us. My dad big. Bro, I swear to God.
So-
I mean, I believe this story if it happened when she was young. I can believe that her father, and her 2 brothers were all in a PT Cruiser. She was probably like what, no more than 200 pounds, maybe. If she was a kid, a little 200 pounds, 230. I can believe that, but no way is that true now. Obviously.
Okay, whatever. I swear.
I'm too tall for
Bro, it happened. I'm trying to tell y'all, it happened.
So that's how you
dog.
got mad at the lift driver?
No,
Oh.
that's not why I got mad. I felt like I should have been accommodated. That's not why I got mad. I couldn't believe that.
Accommodated?
That's not the
What is he
like,
supposed to do?
accommodate me. That, like I said, that was the first time that shit happened to me. Because if it wasn't, I would have been comfortable. I would have called another live. You know, I just couldn't believe it. Like I was just like, damn, for real.
Okay. So
See, and maybe this goes back to her reality part. She's so used to people just saying, yes, okay, yes, you can have your way, that when somebody finally was like, no, your size is too much for me, she couldn't handle it. She turned on her camera, had to record this, had to upload it, had to file a complaint, had to do all of this because somebody said no to her. Somebody said, no, you can't you can't ride in my car.
They need to see this.
I do
We
believe
didn't need to see
Come on,
that.
get on the mic, bro. You
I
got
do believe you about the PT Cruiser, but how long did that car last?
she got keys with her.
Wait, it lasts a minute because
Who is this person?
we had it when I was in high school and when I was about to graduate. When I was about to, I was big though. I was like 5'32". I was always
No,
big.
you
I
were
was
not.
5'32" in high school.
5'32" in high school. She's what, 4 something now? I don't know what I believe about that story.
Now, for people that don't know, they heard the
So
story.
I was getting ready for my cousin's watch party, the Lions game or whatever, and I ended up ordering me a Lyft. You know, it's like
And
15
you order
minutes.
Lyft all the time. It's never
Yes,
an
I
issue.
do.
Mhm.
It was like 15 minutes away. The driver's here. I went downstairs. As I'm walking to the car, he looking funny. Doors getting locked. I'm just like, hell, you ain't gonna let me in your car? I'm like, for real?
This is
So I
crazy.
put my camera out. And it's like, why you not letting me in your
Of
car?
course, we pulled our camera out because in this generation, we have to record every incident that happens. Somebody needs to see it, or we don't believe it happened.
Like I kind of peeped that's what he was on because the look at me, I seen that look before, you know. So that's how that happened.
This is the first time this has ever happened.
The first time.
And you know,
That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. She says she orders Lyfts all the time. Nobody's ever said this to her. That's interesting to me.
from the order, because I know one of the things too, people like there was conversation like, well, she should have ordered a bigger car like the XL.
She
whatever.
should
You
have.
normally order the regular cars.
Yeah, I always order the regular cars. And
The thing about this is you're in somebody else's car. they're not obligated to potentially have their car ruined because they work for Lyft. Because now that's their livelihood. If their livelihood depends on this car working, why he's not obligated to let you in his car if he thinks you're going to damage it. The entitlement in this story was crazy to me.
I feel like I don't have to order an Uber XL or a Lyft XL. I feel like I
You
don't
do if you're not going to get into this car. You do if you're not getting in my car.
have to do that. Like,
That same car was a Mercedes.
You
Like
the
somebody
one
said,
need to
the
ride.
same car was a Mercedes, and it's the same car that her
What
best
was
friend had. And she
this?
rides.
So she should have got her best friend to come and get her and take her to the watch party. That's all this means to me.
in that same
Man,
exact
look,
car
I be
all the
Yeah.
time.
chilling
So that's why,
sometimes.
that's why when she saw that car, she said, "Okay, I can fit in that." Like these people know what cars they can fit in.
Do they though?
Oh,
yeah, we do. I can fit
Like,
anytime.
Because she's delusional. Like, yeah, you can squeeze into a car, but like I said before, any damage to that car, you're not going to have to deal with. So I'm sure she could have fit into the car theoretically. Could she have been inside the car and could the doors have closed? Sure. But what if that car were to be damaged? Like from her being in there. That's the part nobody's addressing.
Stuff
Told
like
you
What
that
that.
type
she
of car
was.
you got?
She's
You
not gonna
cancel
embarrass
some
herself
cars.
like
Now I
that.
got a what I got?
You got
She-
Little
you got a
Lincoln.
truck.
You got.
This is-
Yeah,
yeah,
she
I
just
got
get big.
Yeah, I got a little
She
Prius.
big.
I can fit in there.
You can't fit in no
Yes,
Prius.
I can. I can fit in there.
I love
She
you,
just
sis,
told you
but
that she said in a PT.
The delusion
that she
Yes,
again.
I did. I was in a PT.
I don't think she thinks she's as big as she is. And a lot of people have like a body dysmorphia when it comes to being too big and too small. Like a lot of people don't see their size the way the world sees them. And I think this is the perfect example of that.
Cruiser.
Yes,
We was in an escort too.
I don't believe you can fit no Prius though.
Yes, I
Front or
can.
back?
Both.
Why don't we just have her go outside right now and try to
I
get
can't
into
get on
that
the
car?
bike.
Get in the Starman's car. How about that?
But now,
Stop playing with me.
We can fit in it, right?
Hey,
We haven't seen it yet.
stop playing with me.
now you got now the world is cool, and I know you got those jokes, and everybody was joking you. But how are you because of that? Because you know it had to be emotional distress. It has to be problems. It had to make you hit differently, or are you?
Which I don't
I just feel
understand.
like the thing that bothered me for real that made me make that video is because they kept on saying I got the man fired. I never contacted them. I never did nothing. I never did nothing.
Girl, you videotaped his face, asked for his name, and uploaded it to a social media. What do you mean? I got that man fired. I didn't really do that, or you don't think that you had some role in
None of that. I left him alone. I did what I had to do. But
the
when it comes to the
delusion
comments and stuff
again?
like that, I've been going through this all my life. You know, it's nothing new to me. I don't feel like I need to overstimulate myself with the comments or respond for real.
There's nothing
My
new to you.
favorite-
She was raging. I can't. She was raging on TikTok, and now it's the high and mighty. I don't feel like I have to. This is the part that I don't understand. The constant double talk, the delusion.
Get back as your mama or oh, you know. But
Your
I
mama's a good one.
barely, yeah.
What's the
But
O?
the O is like, oh, you should this or you should have did this or that or you need to go to the gym. I just like, oh,
Right,
you
right.
know. But I feel like I feel like I got very tough skin because at the end of
No, you don't. You don't have tough skin. This was evidence of you not having tough skin. You have tough skin. You pulled out like this is not what people do when they have tough skin. And I'm surprised because she says she's a rapper from Detroit, but you have tough skin, but you needed to let everybody know that this man wouldn't let you in his car because you were too big. And then you're going to try to press charges on him?
the day I have to be Dank.
Girl.
And the world know me as Dank. They don't know me as Deja. They're getting to know Deja because I'm everywhere as Deja now. But
This is not a
I
way
feel like
to
Deja's
build
at
your
home, Dank is for y'all,
empire.
you know? So when I seen this, you know, and Jess was like, "Oh, she gonna make a video about us." I said, "No, I want to talk to y'all, you know, because y'all don't know me, you know." So
Yeah.
Right,
You
because
said
it's
something earlier.
a platform
You
for you.
compared your situation to the LGBTQ, and a lot of people would say, "Well, LGBTQ people don't have a choice to be gay or whatever, but you have a choice to be plus size.
mhm.
So they want you to make better choices: eat right, work out, lose the weight.
I feel
What you
like
mean? They don't
I
have
feel
a
like
choice
I
to be
do.
gay.
People
You're
think
born
You're
gay.
born
Yeah,
gay.
yeah.
I
Yes, don't you
feel
start,
like
No,
Jess.
that's a debate right there.
That is, but for most, you know,
But
let's
yeah.
just hypothetically say you're
Right,
born
right.
gay.
I feel
Okay.
like I do. I work on myself, you know, and when I feel like I'm
Just
getting too much, I try to fix it, you know, like at my pace, you know.
what? That
But
wasn't
you
even
know,
an answer.
Yeah, yeah, and we have weight specialists right here.
Is
but
there a weight specialist? Fix our mic.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Stormy.
Stormy Anderson.
Stormy gonna get it right.
Dr. Stormy.
Thank you.
One time, when you have these conversations with
Doctor.
plus size people, it always comes up that everybody
They brought a doctor
big
in
isn't
here?
unhealthy, and some people just can't lose the weight. They're dealing with issues like she has a thyroid. What do you talk to us about that?
So I been Dank provider for a little over 3 months, right? And she's lost 80 pounds.
She doesn't sound like a doctor, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Your 80 pounds gonna look different from her 80 pounds, right?
Mhm.
Because she started at 580.
Mhm.
So even with her being at 500, people be like, she's still not losing, but that's not the case. With her thyroid makes it very difficult for her to lose weight because her hormones is unbalanced. So when your hormones is unbalanced and they're all over the place, it controls a lot of things and it makes it very difficult for you to lose weight, but keep it off as well. So I think for her, she's consistent because she done lost 80 pounds.
Right.
But it's hard.
And what she's too big for surgery.
I was gonna ask you, do you suggest surgery?
So we're gonna try surgery after she has to reach at least 300.
Yeah.
So that's our goal. 300, get her down to 300, and then she'll do her surgery.
What
That's what I
surgery
always
do you
told
suggest?
Mac. I always told Mac I would get him the surgery, but he had to get to a certain weight.
Yes.
So once he gets down,
300.
you want to get the surgery,
Yeah.
What surgery would you suggest? Is
So
it waist,
either the sleeve,
the sleeve?
the gastric sleeve, or the gastric bypass.
Now, can the sleeve bust? Sometimes you hear about the sleeve
Yeah, and
bursting.
there's complications with those too. So that's why we're just trying to find a more safe alternative route. But we got to get her down a little bit because you don't want all that fat around her heart, right? And
Yeah.
when she go into surgery.
Now, what is she
So-
doing to lose the weight? Like, what's the procedures? Break it down for us.
So she's on medical weight loss. She's on semaglutide,
What's that?
which is sort of like Ozempic, but with milder side effects. So she comes to our spot every week to get her injections, and then she's on our
Does
weight
not
loss
sound like a
supplement,
doctor.
which we formulated with the pharmacist
Mhm.
to help her.
And I'll
with
let
her
y'all
multivitamin
decide.
and just keeping her everyday nutrition going.
Why don't you get a man like to stress you out? You in Detroit, it's a lot of niggas out there.
Yeah, man.
I can stress you out. You want a man to cheat on us?
I'm good. I'm focused. I'm straight.
But look, so does she
No
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Stormy.
Stormy. Yeah, does she absolutely need the surgery? I mean, I know some people
No, she doesn't need it.
work to lose weight,
Mhm.
and then they figure since they already working out, they can just keep on working out. Like she don't absolutely have to have the surgery, right? 'Cause
No, she
may
don't ha-
lose-
No, she don't have to have the surgery. I tell her when she get to that 300, go by how you look and how you feel.
Yeah,
Because that's a big jump from 600 or
That's right.
582 to 300 pounds. That's a whole nother half of
and
a
she
person.
may not even. want
That's not even a person. That's two people. 300 pounds?
surgery after
Exactly.
a while.
Exactly.
What are
So,
some things what are some things that anybody her size can do to lose weight healthily?
so you want to watch your carb intake. All your carbs turn into sugar, right? Of course, your sugar intake.
Mhm.
You want to increase your water. A lot of people don't drink water, and a lot of people got detox issues. They gut ain't healthy. So you got to get your gut healthy before you even try to lose weight because it's just sitting there. Them toxins just sitting there.
Mhm.
So I think that was the major three, and it's a mindset thing. If you're not mentally prepared to lose weight or mentally prepared to go all in with your health and your wellness,
Mhm.
you're not gonna do it.
That's why when you said, yeah, I'm her mental, like, and I was like, wait, what's going on? I thought something was happening
Yeah.
to her. I'm like, why the nurse is here? But what on the mental side of things, not just the what she's eating and physically what
I
she's
wanna
doing.
talk about the
Health issues,
case.
like, is there, like,
Yeah, you got to get her
therapists there? Is
mindset together. Even like with this is a big transition with the lift.
We
and
do
everything.
gotta get her
Just to
mindset
back.
together.
She can go into a whole depression where now she want to eat. She don't wanna
The
come to
live
spot, she don't wanna eat.
situation, that should be motivation. Am I crazy? The live situation, she's doing all of this to herself. I don't understand that part. Like, this didn't happen to her.
So for me as her provider, I need to make sure her mindset is right. Like she said, she's been going through this since she was little, and it don't make it right.
Now, does insurance cover this, or do you have to come out your pocket? Because that's another thing that could affect people as well. Because if they can't afford it,
It's a lot of out of pocket.
I mean, how expensive is it to cut down on eating? Like, she doesn't have to be medicalized. She could just eat half of what she eats now and move more. Like, she doesn't have to be surrounded by doctors to do this.
Insurance
You're
won't pay for it. So they'll wait till
overcomplicating
you get
this.
the high blood pressure, the diabetes to pay for the medicine. So it's a lot of people who can't afford it.
And that's what I'm more concerned about than anything. You know what I mean? Whenever I see
Health.
people of this size, people like to say I'm a fat shamer. I'm not a fat shamer. I'm just a person that wants to see people healthy,
Right.
right?
People live.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like you seem like a very talented person. You got a great personality. I can feel your aura as I'm sitting here. I want you to live
Mhm.
a long time. Not like my life is promised tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I want to. I try to do things to prolong my life as much as possible, and I'd like to see people like you do the same. That's
When he
all.
said he's not a fat shamer, you look, you don't believe him.
He just like
I mean,
fat
you
jokes.
I don't know.
They never believe when you
Because
say
I'm
that.
here in a
Like,
fight
I
with y'all,
don't.
So it's like,
They don't.
I mean-
Why don't they ever believe it? And I know maybe they've been picked on a lot, but not everybody is criticizing your weight because they don't like you.
it's just your job. You
No.
know?
One thing I would
You don't
ask
like
you,
fat joke? Be honest. You
That's
really
what-
don't.
that's what you like.
I don't think
I
she
don't
believes
know.
it.
Like, I don't know. Like, why would I like fat jokes?
Yeah.
Some of them just be funny.
Uh,
I mean, because
she was just like she had tough skin. That's why we would think that because you said you had tough skin, right?
Say to me,
You
I
laugh at some of
do.
the-
So
you
I be
laugh at some of
funny,
them
but it
jokes.
don't mean that I like it.
What song somebody said to you that you laughed at?
I don't know, but I know I just laugh at a lot of stuff sometimes. You know, I'll be like, "Ma, this look what they said," or you know, but I can't.
And that's a good way to approach situations sometimes. Like I love using laughter as medicine. Um because literally life is just so complicated sometimes. Like you have to be able to laugh at some things that happen. And I feel like she should have laughed at this situation when the guy said, I can't have you in my car. You should have laughed it off. You shouldn't have taken out your phone to record. That's the thing I don't understand.
Somebody said you battle rapping and it's a 20v1, but it's just you and another person.
I probably be like, "What they mean? What that mean?"
He wanted to say that joke. He had to say it through the eyes or through the mouth of somebody else.
Has a car ever pulled up and you was like, I know my big ass ain't getting there?
No,
Has that ever happened?
no.
Of course,
no.
it's never
No,
happened.
I'm not.
That's
Jen.
not
I
her
swear, I
reality.
don't think like that. Like I said in a, like I said in the
And-
intro, I don't have a big person head. Like I don't have.
Girl,
No, for real, y'all.
they don't see themselves.
I don't have a big person mindset. I'm skinny in my head.
Yeah.
I'm skinny.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly what I said. So she's confirming what I am speculating. A lot of people have body dysmorphia who are large and in denial. Like they think they are smaller than what they are. I believe her when she says, I don't ever think I can't fit. I'm not that big. I don't think she thinks she's that big. I don't think she can see herself. Even people with anorexia or bulimia who are really small can't see how small they are. She has some sort of body dysmorphia. This has to be what it is. Now, I'm not a doctor, but she's pretty much confirming my speculation.
I go to the gym.
But I know. I bet if it was four,
You go to the
125
gym?
pound bad drunk bitches, he would have let their ass in. He'd have fit their ass in. That's 500 right there.
When I go
bet
to the
he'd have
gym,
fit
I feel like I'm already skinny. Like that motivates me. Like I go in the gym like this.
It happened.
You
He just made a
should.
damn good point.
I like that.
He said if it was 4 or 5
100,
bad 100-pound women plus
125 pound bad.
Yeah,
And they get
yeah.
in there drunk, belligerent. He's gonna say, "Hey, go get that."
Well, yeah, that's different. That's obviously different from one 500-pound person in your car versus 4 120-pound attractive females. That's obviously different, and I don't even think that has to be explained.
That is, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a good point. That's a damn good point.
I don't know what accent keys are different, right?
That is a damn
They
good
turn the
point.
music
you
up.
know you
They
love
turn the music up
bullshit.
for you and put their little LED lights on.
Dang, when did you get comfortable in your skin, right? Because you wear whatever you want to wear. You
I
don't care
sure
what people say. So when did you get that comfortable?
I feel like it
When she did
started.
that naked photo shoot.
Yeah.
No, it was before that, girl. I just feel like
When did you make the OnlyFans? Was that when you were comfortable?
Oh my
when I made
gosh,
the OnlyFans, I probably made that
OnlyFans?
like a couple years ago. But when I got comfortable in my
Why
skin,
does
it
everybody
started
make
as a kid
OnlyFans?
because like when I would get ready for school, and if I had on a big shirt or something, I just look crazy. My daddy be like, "You look good, baby girl," or "You beautiful, baby girl." My mama be like, "Girl, take that shit off, take that off," you know. But I feel like it started at a young age because, like I said, I used to get picked on. I used to fight all the time, so they made sure I felt good within myself. So,
Well, that's good. Them
and I really
feeding
started
you
like
life.
popping out of my shell in college.
Because I don't think she should be like ragged on for her weight. Like, I think you should always breathe life into people, especially when you kind of see that they're going to be outcasts. Um, I always think that's positive. So, that positive reinforcement. Now, I think she kind of took it and ran to the other extreme by, like, you know, I'm a conservative, so I'm going to have this opinion by making an OnlyFans and all of that. And there is a healthy middle ground. Now, you shouldn't hate yourself, but you also shouldn't be on the other extreme where you're so big headed. You think that, oh, I'm already skinny, even though you're 500 pounds, and I can just do whatever I want. And you can do whatever you want, but then it results in situations like somebody saying no and you suing them.
And you said you got an OnlyFans?
I do.
Oh,
What
they
you be
running it
doing
up
on
too.
it?
They run it up on OnlyFans.
Man, they running it up.
I don't know. Y'all just gonna have to go
How much
see
you
it.
making on OnlyFans?
Dank Demoss, you know.
How much you making money coming in?
What you making a month?
Allegedly.
Hey,
They ain't gonna tell you because a lot of those OnlyFans girls, most of them actually don't make a lot of money. That's what they don't want to tell you.
So what did you used to shop at when you was
And like this reconfirms my speculation also that she's just using this the Breakfast Club as a platform to promote herself.
The Lane Bryant?
No, I don't shop at big people places.
Mm,
Like I don't
Just
do
saying she
that.
Where do you
doesn't
shop at?
shop
Regular
at
Yeah,
stores?
Yeah, but you can
right.
shop
Come
at big
on.
places.
Do you think we're
Rainbow,
stupid?
you know, and I got me
Okay,
a,
okay, okay.
I got me a little sewing machine, you know.
Hey.
So
Oh, so you make a lot of
So
clothes.
she
yeah,
doesn't
you gotta
shop at
do
big
that.
people
Do you get mad at
stores.
the clothing store?
There are a lot of nice big people stores out there. I don't believe that. Like, girl, just say you shop at big people stores. That's not even anything bad.
Nope, I don't.
Okay.
Because if I feel like I buy clothes that I want to wear when I get smaller. Like I got clothes with tags on it. You know, that's my
Mhm.
motivation. You know.
That's
I
right.
mean, I hope she gets to her
Has this
goal. I
this
really do.
situation helped hurt your music career? Because I don't want you to become a novelty big
I
bang.
feel like
I don't
I
think it's
am
gonna
going wherever
help her.
God takes me. I
That's
feel
right.
like if this was His plan,
Now they want to talk about God. See, this. I'm gonna let her finish real quick, and then I'm gonna rant.
it was His plan. I manifest everything. I didn't know that I would have to go through what I'm going through right now to be where I'm at. But it helped my streaming.
Hmm.
A lot of people is negative, but I don't whatever.
Hmm.
People
I hate when they talk about God, like they bring his name up after you spent a lifetime eating yourself into not being able to fit into a car. Is this what God would want you to do? After she just said she had an OnlyFans, is that godly? After she just said she takes photo shoots completely naked. I mean, they live a completely ungodly lifestyle and then want to say, I'll go wherever God wants me to go. I hate when they do that. I really hate it. I wish they would just be intellectually honest with themselves. Like your lifestyle is so far removed from God right now. It's not even like, yes, you should be talking about him, but in the language of repentance, in the language of I need to change my ways. Not I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do and God will take me where he wants me to go. Like I really don't like that. As a fellow Christian myself, I just hate that hypocrisy. I don't like it. It's yucky.
gonna be negative, you know. But
And that's whether you are skinny,
yeah, yeah,
medium,
they
or
gonna talk about
you
me when
know.
I get small too. But it's cool. I'm
So
Yeah,
not.
the
you want
world
to get
talks about
small? That is a
everybody. It
goal.
doesn't matter what
Yeah,
you look
but I don't
like.
want to
Small.
get too small. I'm short,
No,
so
please. Yeah, please
yeah,
don't get too small.
I'm
Dang.
like 5 feet. So even if I was
She's 5 foot at nearly 500 pounds. That's crazy. Do you know how big that is? Do you realize how large that is? 5 foot? Dang.
was to lose like another 100 pounds, I'm gonna still be big.
You're still taller
So
than Charlamagne, though, so it's,
I'm 5'6".
you got
oh
five
yeah,
six.
we
You freaking
yeah.
liar.
But
5 foot is
I just want
crazy.
to be
Stormy said you're 5'6" in your
comfortable.
mind.
She's
Like
got to be in pain all the time.
I'm 5'6". Are you worried that people will only identify Big Dank from her physical appearance and won't ever really take your music serious?
no, because I make good music. I make beautiful music. I sing, I rap, I write for people.
Mm.
Probably some people y'all heard, but
I
Oh
Well,
saw
wow,
that
baby,
one
you
in
got
your
to be
video.
around long enough to enjoy that, to actually, so people can know your name. Like, at this rate, we're going to have to remember you.
yeah, I
Oh,
write.
for sure. The people y'all heard.
I feel like I am a great artist. So I don't, you know, but even when I get smaller, I'm still gonna be big thing.
I mean, you're
Mhm.
right. Nobody should have to
Okay.
deal with what you had to deal with. I do feel, I do have empathy for
Nobody
both of
should
you
have to
ends of what
deal with
drive it.
it.
But Keys brought up a good point. If it was for 550-pound people, he probably would have found a way. So that does make me look at things a little bit different. But I can understand why he would feel that way when he pulled up. He just didn't know. I don't think he meant any harm by it. Like he didn't, and I don't think it was
Right. And you
disrespectful. He said
tried
he
to
was
ruin
being
his
nice.
whole life.
I just feel like it was no effort. I don't feel
That
I
man was
really
nothing but nice to her. If you've seen the video of her trying to get in that car and him like, I don't think he can fit, he was actually respectful because I don't think a lot of people would have responded that way. A lot of people would have pretended they never saw you and canceled the ride. Like if they really didn't want you in their car. He actually took the time to explain to you and tried to be nice about it. And for that, he had his whole life ruined. I don't know about his whole life, but he lost his job. I
I
mean,
feel
just
like
think about
it
that.
was just no effort.
No
I
effort.
just really couldn't
Now,
believe
what was he supposed to
that
do?
it
Put you on
happened.
his
It was scary,
roof?
you know.
That he refused,
Yeah, I don't
drive you around.
He doesn't have to have you in his
I don't
car.
fault him, but
Mm.
I do fault the company because it's like
What does the
it's
company
not
have to?
allowing because
Mhm.
What does the company have to do with it? They literally let him go. Company, you said you take lifts all the time, right? So how are you faulting the company? What?
when I did share my story with the world, a lot of people came to me and said they did that to them too. Even Lyft drivers reached out to me like,
Okay.
"We not supposed to do that. I would have never did that to you." So
You think if he
And
was
for the
black, he
record,
would have did that? Because I think if
what?
he was black, he
no.
Here
would
we
have had more of an
go.
understanding of
Niggas
it.
always got to make stuff about race. I mean, if he was black, what?
That
I feel
area?
like when it
Let
No.
me listen to
You
this
think if he
again.
was
For the
black, he
record,
would have did that? Because I think if
what?
he was black, he
no.
would have had more of an understanding, of
In
course.
that
I feel
area?
like when it
No.
comes
Nah.
with
In that area, they're like that.
What?
What is
yeah,
this, notorious fat chambers?
I can't.
No,
no,
it's
The
a
ethnic.
okay.
It
The
probably would have
ethnic.
probably
That's
The
what I'm
people
saying.
the
Being
ethnic
black, you
lot
have
people.
worse
aunties,
if
you
you
Yeah.
were
have
black.
family members that are
Okay.
bigger, so you understand more. You know what I mean?
yeah,
The
I
For
would.
the record,
constant, the forever victim mentality. It's always something. If it wasn't gonna be my size, it would be my race. If it wasn't gonna be my race, it was my gender. If it's not gonna be my gender, it's gonna be my. It's the constant victim mentality. It's part of the reason I don't like the Breakfast Club. It's always. You think it's this? It's like
Lyft never issued a statement saying he was fired or they're not contracting with him.
Did Lyft apologize? Did they
Oh,
reach out
wow.
to
Yeah.
They
apologize?
Yeah,
tried
because he
to,
still's
but
rolling.
they tried to.
I think he lost his
So he did not
job.
contact you directly,
Yeah,
I'm
and you
pretty
didn't want
sure
to
he
take the call.
did.
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Why not? Why don't you want to? You just said you blame the company. They try to contact you directly. I don't want to talk. What? But I'm gonna get on national syndicated radio station and then just trash them. I don't understand people like this. These people try to apologize to you, try to atone for this wrong that I don't think was wrong. Try to accommodate you, that the accommodation you keep begging for, and you don't want to talk anymore. Suddenly, I don't have anything to say. What's the excuse for this?
And I feel like y'all need to make change to y'all app.
You could have told
I
them
want
that.
What do you want them to change?
I want them at least to like accommodate us. I feel like we should.
You can literally order a bigger car to come to you. You can order larger vehicles on Lyft, on Uber. What do you, the crazy thing? If you don't like Lyft, you can go to Uber.
to pay more for.
And this is, I'm sorry, I keep pausing. This is what I was talking about in the beginning, the delusion. The delusion. This constant accommodation. She wants accommodation. She wants the world to be catered to her. She wants to be able to live her life however she wants to live it, do whatever she wants to do, and the world is just supposed to fall in line behind her. She's supposed to be accommodated everywhere she goes. She's supposed to be able to sit here, have clothes that fit her, be able to get in your vehicle. This is the thing that I don't understand. The delusion. And is like, I don't think she hears herself.
for Excel or something like that. And
Mm.
I
The
also feel like they
victimhood
need
is
to be
crazy to
checking
me.
they workers' cars to make sure they don't run with the tires, it's not squeaking or
Why would
things
they
like
do
that.
that? There be like millions of cars to check. It's not supposed to be a taxi service where they're all beholden to this one building or facility. It's Lyft. People, I can't.
I just feel like it should be like, are you over this weight or and they'll send you the
Mhm.
car, because we wouldn't have to go through that.
Like in the app before you order.
All
it,
about
it'll
her,
let you
her,
know.
Police
her.
have
Because a lot
they
of big people, they
monitor.
only show their face.
Why don't you know how big you are? How about you know how big you are? So why don't you order the car accordingly? Why do they have to? Why does it have to be so intricate for you? Like, wouldn't it make more sense that, hey, I know how big I am, and maybe I'm not even big. I just want to XL because have a lot of packages or bags with me. There are so many reasons why someone would get a larger vehicle. Why would you have to type in your weight inside of the car app or the Lyft app? That would be silly to me.
Oh,
want to show their whole body.
Right.
Would you feel
go ahead.
comfortable though if they say, "Well, what's your weight?" Because they do. Like if you really think about it, if you order a Lyft or Uber, they'll say, "Do you need a baby seat?" They say, "Do you
Yeah.
need have an animal?"
If you put the,
Yeah.
how
I
much
mean,
is it?
those are legitimate
How much
questions,
are
though.
for how much
Minus
is
that
it?
80, shorty. Minus that
Yeah,
80.
489.
So if you put 489 and then it's just deny. Like would you be
I
upset?
feel like I
That'll
would
be
be
another
upset.
reason for
Like,
her to
You never
come on
asked them. She
TV
had
and
two
why would
rant.
that?
choices.
Yeah, why would you
Do
deny
one.
me? You asked me how much I weigh. So that means you should
Because
have
they
to
asked, they're supposed to be able to accommodate you.
for me.
That's
But I just
silliness.
feel like I can fit in any car, and I know I can, because any car
Well,
that
there
I,
you
I know you
go.
don't think. I know you keep saying that.
Well,
I
she
I
just
know,
learned
can.
the
I know,
I
I
hard
have a
know,
way
you,
car.
that
you're
she
not
can't.
fair-minded, but that's not
Yeah,
realistic.
I'm a
It's
house girl.
not
I'm a house
I
realistic.
was
girl.
just
Go
you're not
Hummer
about to
Days.
hop
Like,
in
she's
no
thinking
car.
like a child right now. She's 29, she said, or 28, I think it was. And her mentality is to go through life saying, I can fit in any car at 500 pounds, 5'0", 5 foot nothing. Like, that's such a childish way of thinking. Well, she just learned today that she can't fit in any car. because somebody wasn't going to let her.
I'm hopping.
And this
I ain't
was the
running,
first
bro.
time she heard no.
If I put
I
my
ain't
Prius
running.
to the front right now, you cannot get in.
Bro, come on. Where is it?
Huh?
You got a Prius.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
one.
where's that car? I really want to see her get
I
into
got
a small
You
car
said
right
that
now.
the F word, fat, is a slur.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I don't understand that. How you can be a
Growing up, I
rapper
was
from
the only
Detroit,
bigger child in my household. We couldn't
but
say
you
that.
can't say the
How
word
do you feel
fat?
about the term big backs?
I just feel like.
But you can be on OnlyFans. You're concerned about a slur. I can't.
Yeah, I do.
Yo,
Big back.
Keys is the problem. I've been here trying to have a mature
Hey, I can't control what my stepdad gonna say.
He the problem. But that's your stepdad.
Yeah,
So he.
I can't control.
So he the one making all the jokes around the house.
Kind
See what I'm saying?
of.
He got clapback. He's Spitfire, y'all.
Did you try to, after this happened with you with Lyft, did you try to I guess for like the lawsuit or proving purposes, I don't know if this is a thing that y'all would do, like order the same car but via like Uber or something and see if they would treat you differently? Like,
No, it's because it's not.
Well, even if they did, it would be a completely different person. That's the thing they're not accounting for is some people are willing to take that risk, and some people are not willing to take that risk of having damage to their car. You know that thing they use to have income, that thing that gives them money and affords them a lifestyle. Yeah, there some people don't want damage to that thing. Yeah, and so even if they ordered another one, they would have to get that same guy and another 500-pound person to test out this experiment.
To me, I'm not trying to figure. I'm not
Like,
trying to
play
see.
around with it.
Yeah, this really happened to me. Like, it's not a joke to me. It might be a joke to everybody. Everybody might, oh, she did this for clout. She did it. Like I said, I've been.
You should have made
I
it a
am the
joke.
clout. I've been doing this for a long time. You know, it's not a game. It's not a joke to me. Like, I really feel like it should be changed.
And you
know?
didn't even report
I
it.
can't.
Yeah, I didn't
You
do
did?
that. No, I didn't.
No, she didn't report him. All she did was record his face, ask for his name, and post it on social media for millions of people to see. She didn't report him though.
For him, I didn't
can't.
talk to Liv. I didn't do none of that, y'all. Like,
That's why
I just
they
said
never
whatever.
issued a statement saying he was.
And it's
fired.
funny
He's
because
still right.
before I posted, when I posted it, everybody like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Lawyers. But when I got a lawyer, it's like, oh, you're wrong. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, you should have saw it. Everybody was
whatever.
like,
I'm not listening
But
to y'all
that's
no
just the
more.
antics of the internet.
They turned-
Yeah, that's the internet.
That's your stepfather. He should have pulled you to the side and said, "Hey, baby girl, I love you. You should just let this go. Let's use this as motivation to lose weight. Let's just use this as energy to get to our goal. And then you can come back 300 pounds, 400 pounds lighter and say, when I was 500 pounds, this is what happened to me. Use this as a story. What you did do was actually the thing you should not have done."
The internet for a long time. That's why I can be Deja and I can be Dank.
So people know, you're not suing the individual, you're suing the corporate company
Yes.
for
Sue
discrimination.
the entirety of
He
Lyft
claims, I'm looking at it
for a
now,
man
claims
not
because
wanting
of the
damage
refusal
to
to
his
self-express,
car. It's
humiliation,
silly.
embarrassment, outrage,
She wouldn't even speak to Lyft, but you're gonna sue them.
mental anguish, fear and mortification, emotional damages, economic damages.
But she has such tough skin though. Like
It's not
I'm not
economic
buying
damages.
it.
What is that?
Economic damages. Just some
That's
bullshit she
attorney,
made
okay,
up.
attorney fees and costs, and they left it open for other damages to be discovered. You're suing Lyft and
This is
non-DoorDash driver,
ridiculous.
and you're going from your house to a park.
This is just a cash grab. This is all this is a cash grab. This is what it's giving. Like you're going through all of this because this one man said you can't get in my car. Like the more I'm listening to this, I get annoyed.
At your cousin's house.
Mhm.
Okay, and it says under law, refusing someone transportation due to their weight is no different than racial or religious discrimination, according to her.
But it is different.
John Doe is listed on the
I
lawsuit,
can't.
but you're saying you don't want to sue the Lyft driver.
We're gonna leave that up to the attorney.
Yeah, because I
I thought she said she wasn't suing him though. I didn't report him though. But what are you talking about?
I ain't never mad at nobody suing a corporate,
Heard you.
to get a check.
it's
To
not
get a
about
check. It is about a check. Come
I
on.
won't change. I keep telling that.
But you
like,
about to get skinny.
Change. I thought it wasn't your reality. What do you need to change? You said this has never happened before. It doesn't usually happen to you. Change for what?
when I get skinny, I'm still gonna be the same person, you know. And then
Don't
it's like
get
I don't even want to.
skinny.
I don't want to get
Ain't gonna
skinny.
get
I just want to get
Yeah.
comfortable. I want to get
Healthy.
to a place where it's like you
Say
know,
the
I got
word
goals.
healthy.
I take them to the park. It's like they running off. It's like damn, bro. Like why
Slow
you
down.
doing that?
That is really
I'm
sad,
tired.
though.
TT tired, baby. TT is tired. Like you can't
Because
do
one
that.
thing about it,
Because she
skinny
can't
don't
enjoy
always
her
mean
life.
healthy, right?
That's
Yeah.
No, they love
Yeah, I
saying
guess,
that.
listen, I get it.
We know being skinny does not mean being healthy. But obviously, she needs to lose weight. I mean, I don't even know why that's a conversation.
I totally understand, and I mean, I do want the best for you, in this situation, and I think it's dope that
Same.
you are actively trying to lose weight because I think a lot of times what people do is they try to act like, being plus size is okay, and I'm not saying it's not okay, but you know that you can be.
It's not. It's
And
not
it's the
okay because
thing.
it's not healthy, and she's gonna die early. So no, it's not okay.
Like I'm not advertising staying obese, staying
Yeah.
big, staying up, BBW. I'm not advertising that. What I'm advertising is being comfortable in your skin while doing what you gotta do to
Mhm.
get where you want
How
to
does
be.
this at all advertise being comfortable in your skin? You seem very uncomfortable.
I'm not. Yes, be. I was about to say the F word. Yes, be big.
Yeah, spit
Yes,
back.
please
You
be
can say the
big. Like
word
let's do it
fat.
from
It's
the
not that big a
jump.
deal.
Yay, that's not what.
Obviously, I'm speaking from an outside perspective, but still, it's not that deep. She's a rapper from Detroit who can't say the word fat.
What I'm doing. What I'm saying is, yay, do what you gotta do, but still be comfortable within your skin.
There you
Because if
go.
I'm not comfortable, I can't focus on the goal.
That's
You
real.
know, I can't focus on the goal if I'm not comfortable within my body. Like so,
How
Do
many of
you
these?
say the F word in your songs?
no,
No, not
no,
even. Okay.
no.
How many
You
of
be
these
talking
do?
a lot of shit in them songs though.
I
I like
do.
it. I love your freestyle.
Right,
I be
exactly.
listen now that I
Thank
know who you
you.
are.
Talk all
I've
that
been on a deep dive of
but
everything you do, like the
then
little you know, how you do a little setup freestyle. You
Uh-huh.
really
You
good.
heard her sing?
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
haven't heard her
Dang,
sing. When she
man.
said sing, I was like,
She
oh
sang
wow.
her face off.
Use this opportunity.
I want to see your
You know
DMs.
what?
So first of all, I want to see
Say
your
something.
DMs because I know a lot of dudes be talking shit, but they be in your DMs.
Yeah,
You talking
man.
holla, yeah, I know you like it.
They be trying to get up.
What celebrity try to holler?
Big mama.
they
I just
trying to
said
clown
it.
her. That's what I feel like. Secretly, they trying to clown her, and I don't like that.
Hey, think you gotta spit something. You gonna
Yeah.
spit like
It-
4 or
You
5.
got
It
good
seems
credit?
very
bars.
fake
got
to
good
me.
credit.
You
What's
have
your
good,
credit?
good credit.
Spit
Yeah.
something.
What's your credit?
I'm just asking. Do you got good credit?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
Dave, you want to spit something? Like, this the
What I
opportunity.
want to spit? Hold on, let me
I'm thinking y'all not
see.
hear me or
Spit something
something.
hard.
Come
Okay.
on, play a beat.
And you want to sing?
Give her a beat.
No, I ain't gonna sing. Okay. When my daddy died, I got straight to it. Told myself, mama and my brothers ain't gotta do it. Yeah, made time. Started wasting time and started fucking up in school because money ruled my mind. Now I got a lifestyle. Damn, what I say? Now I got a lifestyle. Oh shit. Hold on.
Bring
That's
it.
okay.
Fucking
Fucking
up
up
my-
I'm
fucking
fucking
up
up
my
I
my
should have gave her a
shit.
That's
beat.
my bitches. Do that.
Nah,
Do that.
that's all I got. I'm a little nervous.
We're gonna play a song. Tell us what song you want us to play then.
I got cussing, y'all.
We can clean it up.
So what?
There's a radio. We can clean it
So
up.
Oh,
what?
okay,
That's the name
y'all-
of the song. So what? You got so what? Clean
Oh, do I
version.
want to play? Okay, we can do so what?
What song you
Let's
want?
sing it. Let's do just talking.
Just talk.
Is that the latest one?
Kinda.
That's
Which
your
one you want them to run it up on? Like,
Yes.
Y'all can do just talking.
Just talking.
Just talk.
All right, and tell them where to find you and all of that good stuff.
Dank Demoss on all social media platforms. DankDemoss.
And we rooting for you, Dank. Like we want to keep up with your progress. We want to keep up with Dr.
Same.
Stormy. Keep up with Keys.
Mhm.
Like we really want to see the progress, not just you. You know what I want to see? I want to see your weight going down and your career going up.
There you go.
And
That's
when
what I
she
want to
come
see.
back,
That's what I
Same.
want
come
to see.
back,
Thank you.
and she be smaller and bigger at the same time.
For sure. For sure.
That's right, Jess. That's right, Jess. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, Dave, we appreciate you for joining us. When Dave walked in, Dave didn't know what to expect. She was like,
I know.
she was like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
assuming.
I was like,
I
something
know.
ain't
I
going
want to hug his hand and that, you know.
I wouldn't do that.
My
with
name
Dank.
is just with the mess, and my news is real.
You do it, baby. We
Man.
appreciate you for joining us.
Thank
Like you said,
y'all.
let us know
Good to meet you,
how
Thank
everything is
you.
going. It's Dank Demoss. It's the Breakfast Club. What up, y'all?
Okay, well, that was my first reaction to Dank Demoss on the Breakfast Club. I kind of felt, what do I feel? I feel like I don't like the Breakfast Club. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't really care for them. I really wanted to talk about Dank herself. I mean, I just felt like her delusion was off the charts in this video. I mean, what can we expect, right? Because she's over here recording the guy. Anybody that does stuff like this, these stunts, typically they have some excuse for why it deserved to be done. So I'm not surprised there. I mean, I was surprised at her height and how much she weighed at the same time. That was crazy. I don't like her contradicting speech. Like, I don't think she realizes that she's contradicting herself when she speaks. Talks about how comfortable she is in her skin, and yet at the same time she was crying because she didn't have clothes that fit her. I just don't. I wish people for once would be honest when they talk about really sensitive subjects like these. Like, just be honest and say you are sensitive about your weight. You can't even say the F word. She can't even say fat. But she talks about how she has tough skin. Like, these are two things that don't mesh well. That doesn't even make sense. So I don't like how people are dishonest with themselves and then they're going to try to lie to you, the audience, because they can lie to themselves so easily. So it's not surprising that they would lie to us, right? And they'll lie about something that's obviously not true. I don't agree that she should sue Lyft. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. I don't even think they're gonna go anywhere with that case. This is purely a cash grab for her. This is just another way for her to get her name out there. I'm not saying that to be negative to her. I'm saying that as I honestly think this is what she's doing. I really do hope she loses the weight because she does deserve a healthy life. Like she's so young, and if she's as talented as they say, she I hope she's around to enjoy that life, that the life that she's trying to create. I really do. But she has to lose the weight, and the people around her seem like they're enabling her. I don't know who that doctor is. She didn't sound like a doctor, but that's crazy to me. This whole thing is a farce. I hope she really gets her life together. But going around suing Lyft drivers, suing Lyft and Uber is not gonna help you, boo. So that is my reaction to seeing her on the Breakfast Club. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Now, bye.